discuss about pranayama, a very important aspect of yoga practices. So, what is pranayama? Generally, people define pranayama as just breathing exercises. Although this interpretation may seem correct in the view of practices involved, but it does not convey the full meaning of the term. The word pranayama has two words, prana plus ayama. Now, what is prana? Prana is not only the air or oxygen we breathe. Prana is the life force, the vital energy which exists in all living things. And what is ayama? Ayama means expansion or extension, or you can say regulation. So pranayama means the expansion of life force, the extension and regulation of the prana. Pranayama utilizes breathing to influence the flow of prana in the nadis called energy channels. In pranayama, there are four important aspects: puraka, rechaka, antarkumbhaka, and bahyakumbhaka. Now, what is puraka? Puraka means inhalation. Rechaka means exhalation. Antarkumbhaka means internal breath retention. And bahyakumbhaka is external breath retention. There is one more advanced stage of pranayama called keval kumbhaka. The meaning of keval is only. So this spontaneous breath retention happens when you are into deep meditative stage. The different types of pranayama involves the techniques which utilizes these four aspects of breathing. But kumbhakas are the most important part of pranayama. However, in order to perform kumbhakas, there must be a gradual development of control over the function of respiration. In the beginning, the more emphasis should be given to inhalation and exhalation in order to strengthen the lungs. These initial practices influence the flow of prana in the nadis, and it purifies the nadis, it regulates the nadis, and it activates them, and thereby it induces the physical and mental stability. The breathing processes has direct connection with your brain and with your central nervous system. It has also connection with the hypothalamus, the brain center, which controls our emotional responses. In pranayama, the duration of kumbhaka or the breath retention has to be increased more and more with the practice. The longer we do kumbhaka, the greater the gap between their nervous impulses and their responses in the brain. Actually, Patanjali defines pranayama as the gap between the inhalation and exhalation, that is kumbhaka. Pranayama is usually considered to the practice of controlled inhalation and exhalation combined with the retention. However, technically speaking, it means only kumbhakas, the retention of breath. But inhalation and exhalation are the methods inducing retention. So kumbhakas or the breath retention is the most important aspect of pranayama because it allows the longer period for assimilation of prana, and as it allows more time for the exchange of gases in the cells. Patanjali says the retention of breath after expiration removes all the obstacles of yoga. So when prana moves, the chitta moves, the mind moves. And when the prana is stable, your mind is stable, your chitta is stable. So the practice of pranayama develops steady mind, strong willpower, and sound judgment. So to get these benefits, keep practicing pranayama.